A city will vote on whether or not to lessen the punishment for possessing small amounts of weed. Meanwhile, Penn State will dip its toes into nuclear technology. A bridge that's been closed for nearly a decade might get replaced. And a woman had an encounter with a rarely seen creature in a parking lot. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. As it stands now, marijuana possession in the city of Easton is a misdemeanor, reports Lehigh Valley Live. If someone gets caught with a small amount, they're fined $25, and the offense stays on their record as a drug conviction. For Councilman Frank Pintabone, this could negatively impact a person's future when it comes to things like employment opportunities and housing, especially for people in vulnerable populations, which is why he proposed making the possession of small amounts of weed a summary offense instead of a misdemeanor. Under his proposal, anyone caught would be fined that $25 for the first offense, then $35 if they're caught a second time, then $45 for the third time. Raising these fines, according to Pintabone, would deter people from committing the crime. While many of his colleagues have come out and praised this legislation, others such as Police Chief Carl Scalzo voiced concerns. For Scalzo, this would contradict state law, opening up room for confusion and inconsistent enforcement. The council is expected to vote on this proposal next week. Penn State is dipping its toes into nuclear technology, reports Axios Pittsburgh. The university filed a letter of intent last week with the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission to develop a new nuclear research hub at its University Park campus. This hub will deploy a Westinghouse E. Vinci microreactor, which is a small nuclear reactor that generates electricity and heat to advance this research. This nuclear battery will provide power for more than 8 years while reducing maintenance needs. If this is approved and gets over all the regulatory hurdles, Penn State would be one of the earliest adopters of the technology. The Pearl Harbor Extension Bridge on I-95, which connects Pennsylvania and Jersey, was closed 8 years ago after a crack was found in its steel, states NJ.com via Lehigh Valley Live. Now the bridge could be very well on its way to getting replaced. 3 public meetings are on the docket for this month to discuss the process and studies leading up to this replacement, with a public comment period opening up this week on the 12th. Further information remains pending. Erin Cerez was in the parking lot of an Italian restaurant in Dallas, Luzerne County when she spotted something white and furry coming her way, begins PennLive. She posted some pictures and videos of the little creature to Facebook, not entirely sure what it was. Turns out it was a stoat, also known as the short-tailed weasel or ermine, which is a rarely seen and reclusive critter. They're usually spotted in marshy areas, which, considering there's a stream near the restaurant, explains why the stoat was there. That's all, folks. For more news, take a look at PennLive.com, and please remember to rate this podcast and to leave an honest review as well. Thanks ahead of time, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll get back together tomorrow for some more Today in PA.